All right, y'all. It's your boy John Frank. Give me a second. I just came in from the store. It is fucking melting outside. I am sweating balls. Not really. Give me a sec to get right. I'm over here trying to rush so I could just make it on time. What up, Eva? What up? What up, mommy? Ex mommy? Hold on. Give me a second. Got my sliz cut. Yo, going outside and sobered me up. I just need to get a lighter. Give me a second. Papa, you got the lighter? Yeah, you did. I need my cup filled too. I can't hold nothing. Never. Alright, they told me to hold on. I gotta hold on. All right, yo. Hold on. Let me get my stand. I'm a little rusty. It's been a while. It's been a while, y'all. Forgive me. Let me get in my flow real quick. All right. Let me put this up real quick so I can watch the chat and talk my shit. All right. Let me light this up real quick. Hold on one more second. My phone blowing up now. Some girl hit me up talking about let's part ways. Duh, duh. I accused her of being a friend of me and being on my body. And imagine the girl that be on your body, and then when they get away from you, they just backstabbers and gossipers. So we had to put the girl on cancel. We had to cancel that bitch like Nino. She got canceled. We texted her like 2 days ago, like, yo, stop posting pictures with us on your page. We don't fuck with you. You're a friend of me. And now they trying to act like they saying God bless to us. We been hit you with the God bless. The ultimate God bless. But my bad, that was just the text. Yo, hold on, let me not say that name. That girl we used yesterday that we told her to take the pictures down, that she put your pictures up, right? She texts me right now on some God bless, like she's trying to not fuck with us. I'm like, bro, that's why we told you to take the pictures down because we don't fuck with you. Don't try to Uno reverse us. Hello, she texts you too? Oh, she's on a double mission. You see, she just texted my girl too. I don't even care. Listen, it's all good. Yeah, basura. Now you know what it is. This girl really is cool when you with her, but when she's away from you, she's a hater. She starts doing man Grammy shit. And then on the flip side, I know her for so long, right? And I know she's like this, but I was trying to help her. But I can't save everybody. But now, I guess I don't know. I guess she gotta save her ego or whatever. But okay, let it be. It's cool. And potatoes, y'all. This is why we here. I'm a little slizzing right now. I might be more slizzed in a second, depending on how many cups. Hold on. Got another ninja mad at me at the store because he want to add me and I got him on my block list, so he can't find my page. So it's like I'm like Houdini sometimes, bro. All right. So let me talk about what's going down, right? I shouldn't even be putting my opinion on this stuff, right? Because honestly, I've been out the mix and the stuff that they saying is so minuscule, right? Y'all live be jumping on here. Your live be jumping on here. Y'all live be jumping on here. Yo, it be jumping on here when there's beef going on. Wait, what you mean by that? You say you want to jump on the live? I could drop the link and you could jump on the live if that's what you're saying. You know, if I drop this link and you click the link, you could jump on the live. All right, so let me put you on to what's going on. Well, let me talk about the last thing. I've been trying to mind my business ever since the Michi situation because you know what? You might feel like something is one way or think this is that, and that's my what I think or feel. But sometimes you should let shit play out before you put your 2 cents in something. That should be the logical way of doing things. So when I sat that one out, I don't know what the conclusion was because I stopped following it, but I'm just like, I don't know what to think, but I'm glad I stayed out of it though. You know what I'm saying? So that's been my mindset. Stay out of certain shit, go build on TikTok, right? Um Now I seen people ain't been bothering me, nobody been antagonizing me. But for some reason I watched the freaking rumor report. And when I watched the rumor report, I see my son's name come up, my name come up with the contents of Cardboy. When it comes to Cardboy, listen, what do you expect for me to do to him that hasn't been done? That's one. And two, just a week ago, Mr. Warner, you was like, "Oh, I can't wait to see who's gonna win. That's a good battle. I got my money on draw." That's not cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? You should want better for me, right? That's wrong of you. You know what I'm saying? Especially since I'm trying to change my ways and my mindset and do better, right? So you kind of doing that is not good. I don't know if you know it's not good at the moment, but it's not good. You shouldn't be taking my side. You shouldn't be. And then when you wanted to take up the argument or come speak up for me, when you made a vote on it and people told you maybe you should stay out of this one, I think it was bums. I think that was the best advice. I think, and you didn't, but you should have like left it alone because it's like you gone right now. You know what I'm saying? You used to be somebody on here that I respect, I looked up to, and I took what you said into account. And I don't do that with a lot of people. Like I really value your opinion. So when I see you go from the person that I put on the pedestal, that you know what I'm saying, that even if we didn't fuck with each other, I thought you would have maintained the same personality that you would have been. And when ever since I've been going, all I've seen from the outside looking in, I feel like you're taking a downfall every day. Your character's taking a hit. You know what I'm saying? You're looking like not the person I knew. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you always been that person. But I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that. And also, I don't believe you're the baby troll at all. I'm pretty sure I have an idea of who the baby troll is, but I'm not even going to say because it doesn't even matter. Right. And then there's like two versions or three versions of the baby troll on top of that. I think the one that's out now has nothing to do with the first one. But whether Sakina believes it or not, that's her beliefs. I don't believe she is that. And let me just stay with the rumor report first before I get onto that topic. So when it comes to the rumor report, you know, you guys are upset with the way I handled the situation with JJ and why I didn't come back on that panel and I just gave up. Like it's upsetting that y'all see it that way. You know what I'm saying? We've been beefing with this guy for so long, and I'm going to play the middle. I do not like him at all. But guess what? The person when I got off that panel, I expected him to go on that panel and be the same person I expected him to be. You get me? And when he wasn't that same person and he held a little bit of himself, you know what I'm saying? I felt no need to address him the next day. A couple of the things he said were lies. A couple of the things he don't know what he's talking about. But I felt, what up, Eva? I felt no need to address him. You know why? Because I expected him to go on the panel after me and be repulsive and do 10 times worse than what he said. What he said is his belief, and that's what he believes, then so be it. Cool. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I can't change what he believes. Straight up. What up, Nanya? What up, Amber? Gang, gang. Uh, Ex Mommy and Eva, those are my new gang members right there. So basically, yeah, like I give respect where respect is due. I don't think that man deserves respect, but he could have came up there. He was after me, and honestly, I didn't want to stay up that long. I didn't want to stay up, and I didn't stay up to watch it. I actually got off and went to sleep because I'm like, I'll just watch it in the morning, especially if I'm gonna review it. I'd rather review it live and get my fresh reaction. I chose sleep. and it wasn't even that bad, so it was easy to choose sleep. But when I watched it the next day, I said he could have been worse. He could have said worse. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he thinks about me, but when it comes to him, uh, the last time I seen Facebook show me his wife, I blocked her. You know why? Because I don't feel like looking after his wife. You know what I'm saying? His wife put up her little fucking scriptures or whatever the fuck she put up. Seems like she's an educated person or she's smart. She don't have nothing to do with the fuck shit that he's done. And that's how I feel. Just like my girl don't got shit to do with it. So that's why when I see his Facebook pop up his fucking girl on my shit and I'm not looking for her, I go to the page and I block it because I already seen it the first time. I just went for the pictures, see what she looked like, etc. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Somewhere along the line, the shit gotta stop. Because if it don't stop, it's always gonna keep going. And my accusation of him is he's incapable of letting this shit go. That was my accusation of him. And ever since that day, I have posted my son, I think at least twice, and I haven't heard a peep from him or a lie from him. So the goal was accomplished. I don't want to argue with him. I don't want to put him on the panel with me and embarrass him or whatever. However the fuck is gonna go. I'm not into that with him no more. We already done did it for so long. If I really wanted to do something to him, this motherfucker done said the worst shit to me and then took me there worse than y'all. But when it comes to him, I don't look at him like somebody with a soul. You know what I'm saying? When y'all do it, it's different. I'm gonna hold y'all accountable for it. With him, he can't be shamed. And I'm not trying to start up a diss battle with him. I'm not trying to talk about him. I'm just calling it what it is. If it starts beef up all over, my bad. Oh well. But the whole intentions is to put this shit to rest. Because if we moving towards being grown ass men don't carry frivolous beefs on for that long. Especially if they not gonna meet up with each other and handle business. I'm not into doing lifelong YouTube beef with somebody. I'm not into hiding my channel forever so I can't prosper in other areas. There's been times that I could have used my page to take advantage of a moment that I was in. And I'm not talking about YouTube, and I couldn't even do it because somebody looking for my family member, etc., one of my friends. I don't got time for that. So in order for that to stop, somebody got to stop first. You got me? Ain't nobody scared of that man. And ain't nobody want that man talking about their kids, especially if you can't get to them and do nothing to them. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. So it got to end somewhere, you know? And when y'all up there disappointed in me, thinking like I gave up or something, bro, you really don't want me to be a whole version of myself. Because if I was, I would have did it to you, him, her. I would have did it to everybody, not just him. Not just him. And honestly, he thinks that nobody can't get into him because pause because everybody done did something. So nobody's trying on my side. We're not really trying. I feel like if I tried, I would accomplish what I'm trying to do. I'm not gonna fail. That's all. And I'm not saying that like I'm just saying if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna get it done. Once I put my mind to saying I'm gonna do it. You feel me? So when it comes to that man, I only gave him props twice in my life. When he paid for Faith's funeral, I was gonna diss him, and you know what? I couldn't even diss him after that. Cause listen, real shit is universal. I'm not a fucking hater. I don't like what he says about her afterwards. Just because you gave money to her funeral doesn't entitle you to talk to her like that or about her like that. But he was married to her. It's a weird situation. He was married to her. He lived with her. They did shit to each other. He has to get it out some way somehow. But my whole thing is, you don't have to be so disgusting about it. You can talk about your feelings. You could explain it. You don't have to be like this crackhead, whatever. As well, like you don't got to go to those places. You really don't. Especially if you claim to be this person that you are. Money don't make you that nigga. It could, it could, but if you really don't got it in you, it's just not in you. You're just a lame nigga with money. And I don't know what you got, but I'm telling you, if you have a car and you feel like poking your chest out, that don't make you more of a man. Making you more of a man is the simple shit that I always told you. You want to shut me up? Go take care of your kids. Go do. And I wasn't. And I'm not taking a shot right now. I'm just saying, go do some real shit by me. You know what I'm saying? Paying for her funeral, to me, that qualified as real shit. Especially because I couldn't give as much as I wanted at the time. You keep putting it on me and the other dude. It wasn't even the other dude. It was just me. And then on top of that, after that, I hit the daughter up separately and gave her money too. Because when I finally got some money, I sent it off to her directly and she could have did whatever with it. You feel me? So that's all I'm saying, bro. And him coming on the panel and not being as disgusting as he always is made me feel like, yo, I don't gotta stick around for this. I can see the rest tomorrow. I don't have to come up behind this, make this a 3 hour live on somebody else's panel. And on top of that, I'm surprised they hit the link while I was up there. They should have let them up because it would have been straight content. But it worked out for the best, you know. Now, get into Mr. Warner, right? I'm watching Mr. Warner and I'm seeing her going at it with Sakina for so long. And I don't know really who started it. I remember kinda, but in that whole Sakina to Warner situation, it's like whatever's going down, it's got to the point where you guys are about to talk about each other's children or almost did. And it shouldn't even get to that point, you know? And I'm gonna tell you something, Mr. Warner. At one point, all this shit that you saying about Sakina, I done felt that way about Sakina. And you checked me on the phone on a personal call in front of people. You checked me about Sakina and you straightened me out. And ever since then, I've seen what you've seen in her from what you told me that day. So it's like, how can you go from holding her close to your heart and really having her back to saying all these things that you're saying about her now? I feel like if she didn't scan Faith funeral and you just give her an apology and put that shit to rest. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't nothing wrong with saying, yo, I was wrong about this. My bad. I apologize. You feel me? Sakina feel like you antagonizing her, knowing that she has one of these personalities where she could go live for 10 hours and that's how she is. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? You do get your respect right here when you said you're going to end the community war for a while because I respect you for shit like that. That's the person I knew. Whether somebody making fun of you saying you took an L or whatever, sometimes you need to take an L. If that person was really a friend to you, sometimes you need to take that L for the better of both. You feel me? So I could tell you where you did bad and I could tell you where you did good. When you decided to say, yo, let me put this to rest for a while, and I feel like you took a whomping today. I'm not even going front. Maybe it's because Sakina got a strong ass mic. Now y'all can see when I argued with Sakina, why I had to bulldoze my way through that motherfucker. Cause Sakina ain't nothing to fucking play with. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you get her bag. You feel me? But I'm not instigating that. All I'm saying is that's my. But either way, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Let shit die down. One day have a talk when y'all not so hostile. You know, Sakina's a cool motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, and the only reason I tell you this is because you held her in such a highlight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you made me see things in her that I couldn't see. So it's a little fucked up that you're not that same person now. You get me? That's all. Um, I don't know why nobody stepped in, hit the panel, and try to mediate. I can understand LTG not doing it, but and I'm not talking to anybody in particular. It could have literally been anybody. There's a bunch of people in here that's sober minded that could have came on there and said, "Yo, y'all just need to stop this shit." And honestly, I was tempted to hit LTG's panel the other day and just hit the link and just say, "Yo, y'all just need." I don't know who's right and who's wrong, but at this point, who cares? It doesn't even matter. What's that shit that Monica says? See, I could take shit when it sound good to me. You know, we have more days ahead of us than we have more days behind us than we do ahead of us. If something happened to Sakina tomorrow, you would feel foolish fighting with her, and vice versa. You know, and I get it. Nobody wants to be right. Nobody wants to be wrong, but This shit is so stupid. You gotta realize sometimes we on the internet. This is YouTube, and sometimes you need to get a hold of yourself and say, "Yo, this shit gone too far." Somebody got a big brother situation, and I wish I was more involved like I was before, because they would have said I was jumping into women's business, but I would have jumped in it just to make sure it didn't go this far. Like I've been watching it to see how it plays out and how it's gonna go, just unmanipulated and whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like she talking about ruining her life. She talking about her kids being locked up, and it's like, yo, y'all was friends at one point. Y'all was fucking friends at one point. You know? Man, this live is the best live. Beefing is boring as fuck. I'm just saying, beefing is a broke ninja sport. And guess what? Just like when I used to come on here, my first times on here, I used to be a trolley woly. I got that shit out my system to the point where I think trolling is corny. So it's like maybe one day, because I can't tell nobody when to get it out the system. Look how long it took me. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are better at others than at other things. But we're not supposed to let each other fall behind and go that bad. We're supposed to catch one another and put, yo, you my friend. Let me get you right. Let me get you right. You know what I'm saying? Let me get you right because you looking a little crazy out here. That's all. That's all. And yo, I give credit where credit is due. I give credit to Mr. Warner for ending it, whether it's because whatever for whatever reasons, it's the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? She should be applauded for that because you know the shit don't bring no positivity, and we already live in a negative world. Negative is easy. It's hard to be positive and pop your channel off in a positive way. Drama is easy to get 100 people right now. If I put two people on the piano and they start fighting, it's easy to go up to 100. Come on. And I ain't the best messenger. Well, we can start right there. I ain't the best messenger, and I'm not trying to be. I'm just trying to call it how I see it. At this point, it don't even matter who's right or who's wrong. Well, you know what? Certain things, Sakina has a point. You accused that of scamming a fucking funeral. My beliefs, John's unpopular opinion. You owe her an apology for that if it's not true. You know, and then that's it. You know, and whatever else after that is whatever else after that. But don't throw away your friendship or whatever over this dumb shit that I went too fucking far. You know, and please don't make my son a talking point on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I have feelings about that when it comes to y'all that are talking about it. You know, especially you, Vonnie. You talked about mine. So it's like when you do the end of report and you tell me your opinion, I'm just like, bro, you know, bro, you might be sober minded now, but when you was mad as fuck, trust me, you don't give a fuck. And that's not cool. But I still wish blessings to all of y'all, especially you, Vonnie. I seen you when you posted your grandchild. That was one of the most beautiful babies I've ever seen. I hit the like, boom. I didn't care that we was beefing. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like, damn, I seen this beautiful baby, and I'm like, now I got baby fever. Then I want to have a baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, that's a blessing. And and then y'all keep talking about me and UP. Scratch that. I went over there and told her how I felt. She told me how she felt. I respect it because at least she let me come on the panel and let me get mine off. She could have kicked me off a long time ago because she didn't like what I said. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she might see where I'm coming from after I came on that panel. But I watched her video again and the commentary she did on Mr. Warner. Um, as far as Sakina, I agreed with her again. You got to understand, there's going to be times I listen to you guys live and I agree with you because I'm a free agent. I want to go with what makes sense to me. I don't want to go with this side, that side. I just want to be a logical thinking person. And I guess that's why we get lumped into group thinking when nobody really is a thinker because most of us is oppositional and defiant. So it's like, how could we be group thinkers when we all oppositional and we all want to be leaders in this motherfucker? Everybody's a chief, and we're not enough indies. But maybe this is a group full of chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's so much personality in this room. Who knows? You know, I'm just trying to be optimistic about it. But yeah, I don't know. I think calling the truth shouldn't be beef. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if y'all want to have a dialogue, I'll be more than happy to bring y'all both on my panel as long as it's not gonna as long as the goal is to either agree to or agree to disagree. But you should leave if y'all wanted to. I'm just throwing it in the air. If y'all wanted to, but this would be my stipulation: not to come up here and disrespect each other at all. And remember that you guys used to be friends. And if it takes a week or 2 weeks to do that panel, that's fine. It don't got to be tomorrow. It don't got to be today. It could be 2 weeks from now when everything is all said and done and calm. But it's like, yo, you know what YouTube looks like to me? It looks like how I was when I was on my block hustling when I was young, right? It was like 10 of us, and we used to sell regs. We used to sell nick bags, and we used to fight for every nick bag sale until everybody had their assigned customers, right? So it's like we all hang out with each other, be cool all day. As soon as the drinking happens, I would always dip within 20 minutes because I already knew we have no enemies in the neighborhood. We are the neighborhood. We have nobody to beef with. Nobody wanted with us. So eventually, we was like piranhas, hungry ass piranhas. If one person was leaking blood, we all jump on him. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a kill or be killed mentality, or eating each other from the inside, just because we had nobody to beef with. And as soon as that bottle cracked, I always hear the next day about, oh, he knocked out him. This one was all bloody. This one was drunk. All these stories, right? All because eventually we started beating up on each other because we had nobody to beef with. And that's what YouTube looks like with me. We don't got nobody to beef with, so y'all beefing with the motherfuckers that y'all was cool with because they the only ones left on here. You know what I'm saying? And it don't gotta be like that. And when it comes down to you specifically, Mr. Warner, you have enough people around you to actually make good content when it comes to positive content. You've seen those panels that we did and the numbers that it drove in. You get me? If you talked about stuff like that mattered and staged the fucking panel to like 3 or 4 topics and had people come up there with you and talk about it like the people you actually be around, it would still get the same fucking numbers, probably like 10 less. If what y'all do like 80, 70, yeah, what y'all do a 50 or 40, which is still good for positive content. And then the next one's gonna be more people, but people gonna fuck with it and appreciate it because it's substantial. And I'm telling you, it's so easy for her to do that because we done did it effortlessly. Effortlessly. All you need is 3 people or 2 people or 2 people and one person with an opposing opinion. Once you know the formula. What up, Caleb? John, look at you all mature. You are arguing. I can't see because I need somebody to write something. That dollar sign in the way. Yo, you gotta understand. Life is beautiful. Life is worth living. And it's like if we keep destroying each other, what's wrong with us? You know what I'm saying? We have to learn how to stop. Find common. Listen, sometimes you have to find common ground. Sometimes with people I never liked, finding common ground was the only way to move forward. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you an example with Bam. This is how I found common ground to speak to her. Me and Bam done talked a bunch of times before this situation when we was cool. So it's like there's things that me and her agree on, like even on the panel or just on other panels. There's things that she don't agree on that I say is this. There's things that she say is that I don't agree on. But it's like we already know those things that we don't agree on. So what we did was the shit that we definitely don't agree on that we're gonna argue about, we should just stay away from those conversations because it's never gonna be. I'm never gonna agree, and you're never gonna agree. So what's the point of keep bringing it up? And that's how our shit managed a little bit to flow. So when you dealing with these other people, Learn how to find common ground. If you could deal with your boss, and you know how it is to work in a working situation, sometimes people don't have a cool boss. You don't like your boss, but my mom taught me in life, you always got to eat somebody's shit in life, or not. You always got to kiss somebody's ass in life, whether it's your wife, whatever, etc. Your boss. Give me a bunch of examples, and you don't got to take that as a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to them, I'm telling you, they just need to boss up. I need to boss up and just be like, yo, you know what? It is what it is. And just, let's just let this shit go. Hello, hello. Cause I give you an example. It's like the situation with me and Mr. Warner. What good could come of it? It's like the movie Gladiator. To entertain a bunch of people, we're gonna kill each other in the middle of the ring to entertain the crowd. Fuck that. It says, John, look at you all mature. You're right. Arguing is tired. It's always better to choose peace and kindness. You know what? It's not about peace and kindness. It's about being an adult. It's about being an adult and learning that, you know what? We're not going to get along with everybody in life all the time. But you know what? We can make strides where we can make strides, and where we can't. And some people need not to be around each other because the chemistry ain't right. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing is, a lot of these people that's going through these situations are way smarter, way more mature than me. But being on this YouTube app, motherfuckers done lost themselves. That's all I'm trying to say. And it's easy to lose yourself, but once you catch it and acknowledge it, listen, it's not about what you did wrong. It's about how you make it better. If that makes any sense. A lot of us make wrongs all the time, unintentionally, intentionally. It's about how you make things right and the intentions that you have to make things right. You can turn things around by tomorrow at any moment if you just be real with people and take accountability, you know? So those are just the key things to just accountability and stuff like that. It sets a real tone for a real conversation. That's all I'm saying. And honestly, me, I really don't want to get involved in this shit. If they could put it to bed like how they doing right now, I don't encourage Mr. Warner to put out information on Sakina, and I don't encourage Sakina to keep going with this. You know, I fuck with Sakina. She cool and she say some real ass shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? The real shit she say sometimes outweighs some of the crazy shit she say sometimes. You know, that's all. And when it comes to that whole tagging thing with the baby troll, honestly, I have my own opinion on that. For all I know, Sakina could have tagged the baby troll before, like a year ago, and forgot. And that's why it's in their mentions when they start writing it. Simple as that. That's all. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody could chat GBT on how the at sign works on YouTube and why names are under it. Because the names that be under it for me are the names that I normally write or the names I normally about to write. But that's just my opinion. It don't mean I'm right or wrong. I'm just saying. I definitely don't think she a baby troll. I'm just saying. Because listen, if I ever thought anybody was the baby troll, I would out them in 2 seconds. There would be no loyalty from me or nothing. Not even from her, not even from nobody. From nobody. There would be no loyalty. I would out you in 2 seconds if I knew who he was with no issues. You know? That's all. But yeah, I don't think it's her. I'm glad she canceled it. That's what's up. Uh Hope they find peace. Am I missing anything? Is there anything I need to touch on before I go? Because I'm slizzing and it's getting fucking hot. I don't know why I got the AC. Oh, you open the door. Feel me? And I know Nanya, you want the gang to get back together and everybody play nice, but guess what? Time apart is good. You know what I'm saying? You get a brand new person, you get a brand new you get an evolved person. Am I drunk? Hell yeah, I'm drunk talking right now. When it's not called drunk, it's called slizzing. It's called slizzing. Yo, hit the link. I'm gonna drop the link. Hit the link. Come up. Yo, Eva, come up too. Hit the link. I am definitely slizzing right now. If I turn on my camera, you're gonna be like, damn, this nigga sweating. Look, I'm on Mexico. Definitely slizzing. Ooh, you learned how to do it, gangsta.
I have to have my cam on.
Oh, Sakina, you in the building. You don't have to hit the button with the camera.
No, it's whatever. I don't care.
Yo, Sakina, hit the link. That's my homegirl Sakina right there.
Hi, Shakina.
Sakina. You know what? I sent Eva the live, right? Because I told her to watch it. I'm like, these are my old friends. They over here killing each other without me. I feel like intervening, but I don't want to intervene in women shit. Because we was trying not to do that before I left. That was like one of the end goals. Men should stay out of women's business.
So
But
like on YouTube, do you have to watch what you say like TikTok?
nah, you can say whatever you want. No GTA.
Yo, period.
Look, there's one of the girls. This Kiki. She from my crew. MWA, Mothers with an Attitude. You heard? That's what we got going on over there. But look, don't tell them too much because I have super enemies, and you know what? They might want to get you because they can't get me. Type shit.
They can try.
Nah, yo, they do the weird shit like CPS
Oh
and calling
nah.
and interviewing your baby daddy or on the live. Like they do the most. They'll pay somebody to lie on you. Well, I did that. I did that last one. That last one was me. I paid somebody to
John,
lie
what
on
the
someone.
fuck?
No, yeah, yeah.
Yo.
I paid one person to say another person was gay and they slept with them. A guy did that for $30.
Hey
What up,
Frank,
Sakina? There's
how
my
you
homegirl.
doing?
There's my homegirl
What up,
Kiki.
homegirl?
Hi, baby.
How are you?
Yo,
You from New York? New York too?
I am Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, Brownsville is in there. Are you from Brownsville? No, let me say.
Oh, I'm
My
in
sis
San.
right here, she from yeah, my sis
I'm
right here, she from Brownsville.
right,
Brooklyn
don't tell
in
where
the
you
house
from.
without a
ew.
doubt.
Yo, my
I'm
ex
the
is from
player with clout
Brownsville.
every rapper talk about. What up,
But you
My
can
Frankie?
tell
ex.
them where you really from. You can tell them where you really from.
Oh, I'm from West
Virginia.
Virginia.
Hey,
Okay. Westy.
and I got some people from Jacksonville too. I should bring my Jacksonville people up too. That they live in New York now.
Uh,
Yo, yo, Sakina, did you watch my live today?
no, I'm just getting back home.
Listen, I'm drunk and I'm on my peaceful shit. So listen, I've been watching y'all argue. I think it's been 2 days. And you know me, I want to get involved, but I don't want to get involved. But
I
I
know.
feel like somebody should have been got involved, like something. Now, if you ever want to talk to her on my panel, I'll host it. Like anytime you feel like, even when you decompress, when you over it, not when you hostile. I mean, like if you do, because you don't have to. But I don't want y'all to have a fighting battle or a yelling battle. I dead want y'all to either not even try to figure shit out, but just be like, yo, can we just put this to rest, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Now,
We
you
used to
want to
be
know
cool,
something?
good times over
I,
bad times.
I understand that, right, John? But like I said, for me, and everybody already know, if we've been watching each other for years, right? And we
Yeah.
know that that one particular person is a repetitive, right, impulsive person. We know that. So if you feel as though,
Oh, I said
not
that. I
you,
said that for you. And no, I said that if you would have watched my live, I say, yo, Mr. Warner. And I forgot the word you used, but that was the word I was looking for. I said if you know Sakina is impulsive and she's gonna do a 10-hour live because you keep
yeah,
antagonizing her, why keep doing it if you got love for her? If you got love for somebody, like real love, besides this YouTube shit, you not gonna take them to their breaking point. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not cool. That's not.
there's just
You
certain
never
things you're
really
not going to
loved them.
do.
Yeah. And
She
you
never
know
really
what? And
fucked
I
with me, and
told
that's
her,
how I feel.
No, she did, and that's why I said to her on my live. I said, "Yo, you know it's fucked up because the same bullshit that she's saying about you now, I said about you in private on a phone call, and she checked me and pulled my card and defended the fuck out of you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? The shit she made me believe about you is why I fuck with you because I was thinking the wrong shit about you. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
how can you think that shit about her when you the first one that told me the opposite? You told me Sakina good people. Yo, she checked me so bad. I wish I could remember what she said, but she checked the fuck out of me to the point that ever since then, me and you ain't argue. I've been respecting you. She told me, like, you know what I'm saying? She's telling me when I was wrong in the situations when we were arguing. So I was looking at it like I know she got genuine love for you. Cause she ain't never said nothing bad about you. So my whole thing is how did we get here? And it don't
We
even
got
matter how we got here because it's mass frivolous and you're not gonna agree how y'all got here. But the point
okay.
is, what I said to her is she definitely owe you an apology for the faith shit if it's not true. I don't believe it's
It's
true. I'm
not.
just saying it like that. I
I
know,
know.
I
I
know,
know you don't.
I
You
know.
like you said.
That
If
shit
it's
would have
you
been
know,
came out on day one. Period. Nobody would have let that shit fly. Nobody would have
and
let
guess
that shit
what?
fly
In
past day
my
two.
eyes. Seem like it has been flying. Ain't you know when let down? I know like certain people. You know when Lovely called the funeral home, the whole community was mad at her. Everybody wanted to argue with her. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, we understood why we were upset with her, but she was told to call, right? So we got upset with her. Now this is my thing for you to say on your community post one thing. I got this recording. Somebody blah blah blah. And then when the shit come up, you telling them that it's me. My thing is this. At the end of the day, you said I used her. I came out here and used her for content and coins. You're saying I did that in 2026. We're not going to do that because everybody know since last year when Faith passed away, I had the memorial. I haven't done no content on Faith. You understand what I'm saying? My whole thing is this. Why wait a whole year? If that's something that happened, you should have took care of that and brought that to the forefront when it was going on. You don't wait no whole year and a few months and like, oh yeah, Sakina was scamming. I still can go
Yeah.
back in and find. You understand what I'm saying? Because now you
And
got a
even
plot.
even even the allegation, even if you know it's not true or don't care it's not true, just putting out an allegation like that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? That
Listen,
shit,
that's what was
especially
pissing
using
me
Faith's
off.
name, that's not cool. You
That's
shouldn't have used Faith's name in that bullshit. On top of that,
That's what that's what pissed me off. That had told honestly, John, y'all never. I always told you I would not. I'm not the person to hate. You know that's one word I don't like to use. I got to a point where I said on this bitch when I heard her just trying to peel the lie. We're not gonna call it a narrative. Just trying to
no,
peel the
yeah, no,
lie
yeah, you
apart.
wouldn't let her talk because you said it's a fucking. That's how I would have felt. If somebody lying on me, I'm like, I'm not gonna let you manipulate everybody into believing you. Yo, just apologize for the fucking lie and be done with it. So I can accept it and shit. I could try to move on. Hello, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
John, I moved on.
honestly,
I did. I
no,
didn't say
I
nothing
heard
to that
you.
lady for two
When you were
weeks.
saying,
I did.
when you were saying, listen, when you were saying, I want you to just leave me alone. That's how I felt on Trey's panel. Like that's the point I'm at. Like just leave me alone so I can just get to a better place, bro. I don't want to get to this dark place where I'm talking about your kids and you talking about mine. We the only ones that's gonna lose in this situation because it's tit for
Yeah,
tat. And on top of
yeah,
that, to give everybody else the show, you know, and you know what?
yeah.
She said she's gonna put down the report for your mental health. Cool. Take it, whatever it is. You take it however, whatever she want to put it, paint it out to be, accept it. Because you know what? The thing is, it should have never got to this point. I wish I was still on YouTube so I could have been stepped in and said, yo, fuck who's right and fuck who's wrong. Certain shit shouldn't have been said about Sakina. And you know what, Sakina? I told you from the jump. I don't think like the way your argument started and how it popped off. I think that situation was literally a misunderstanding because she came in there with good intentions in the beginning, but you said nah. But that's my opinion. I don't think the
Mhm.
beginning was to set you off with love, but it got conflated like that. That's the honest truth. You know, if I would have felt like that, I'd been like, nah, they trying to play you, bro. Nah, I felt like that was literally her trying to be your friend. It just came out wrong on her side, or you took it wrong like how it started. All I'm saying, how it started, like the first instant where you and her got into beefing, just the start of it. Once you got into it, I don't think she could should have kept messing with you. But that's my opinion. You know,
You don't think she considered that messing with me?
I don't know what she calling it nowadays because I don't recognize that person. But if I was on here, I would tell her to go back to the person she used to be, that people used to like and respect. Because this character that she done made up, a lot of people could see that it's not her, or is turning her into something that is ugly. And
It's
guess
turning
what?
her into
I
something that she wasn't.
but guess I don't know if
That's
she was that or not. But guess what? I don't want her to be that. I tell you that much. I guess get it like this. Even if we not cool with her, would you want her to be worse and be somebody becoming worse and more volatile, or do you want her to get back to the person she was? Keep
you
it
don't.
real.
You don't. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't give a fuck about her. She done did so for me. She tried to tarnish me. She tried to destroy me. She tried to break me down. The humiliation ritual that you
Yeah,
talked about, all
yeah.
those type of things she tried to do to me, turn people against me,
The
have these
name
people think I'm
dropping,
using drugs. I'm out here begging. I'm doing this. If
the
I say I suck dick,
prostitution.
if I come out here, I say I suck dick, I suck dick. I like to suck dick. You're not going to turn that into, oh yeah, you out here prostitute, selling menopause pussy. You
Yo,
sound
look,
stupid.
but listen,
I'm
not
over
to
50.
not to defend her, but Sakina, I think you gotta understand if you're beefing with her and she's trying to antagonize you, and she knows your peeves, which is you're not a lesbian, and you've always made that clear. Saying
Yep.
that to her is probably like harmless. It's like let me make Sakina go off with like a little line type shit. So like you gotta look at it both ways. Like you take that shit serious. You don't play like that, and I know because you done
Mm-mm.
told me I don't play like that. But she's looking at it like I'm beefing with you. Like it's better than talking about your kids. Let me just say this, and it'll get you all riled up.
Don't beef. Don't. My thing. I understand beef it, but I'm not making no lies up about her. I'm not making no lies about how small her motherfucking eyes are in those glasses. I'm not making no motherfucking lies up that she got windshield wipers. I'm not making lies up. You understand what I'm saying? On the
Mhm.
other hand, that's what she's doing. She's making lies up, and it's one
No,
lie after
trust me, I
another
trust
lie
you.
after
Listen, I
another lie
believe you.
after another lie.
The prostitution, then the next day
Yeah,
the
all that shit. Come on, one lie
scamming,
after
then the
another.
next
Each week
day
is
is
something different.
yeah. And
And
you
if
know
I
what?
asked
That's
you
not
back
cool
in
either.
April, if I asked you back in April the 1st, because you talked about my sons. Honey, I only knew you had one son. Not until June the 27th, 2026 is when I found out you had two sons. So therefore, I had to go back and get my receipts. I found out April the 1st. I'm asking you then, leave me alone. I don't give a fuck about your son. I don't care where he at. I don't know. I know one thing, you're going to try to come at my parents' parenting. So now, bitch, I'm coming at yours. Point blank, period. I don't know nothing
Yeah,
about
but
that lady's
listen,
son.
nah, listen. Somebody got a big brother situation, and my whole thing is I'm glad I seen her end it before I even thought about. I was gonna go live earlier, but she already says what she wrote on her poll, so I'm just like, oh, that's what's up. That's gangster. Like when she said she's gonna put an end to it for whatever reason. I think she said mental health. Maybe that's her taking your feelings into consideration. Maybe that's her being a
Why
person,
let it get to
empathy.
this point? Why, as we grown, right? Why
You're right,
allow for it to get
right?
to this point to take
You're
something
right.
into consideration? Because
But at least
how I
you put
feel.
it on the table. But you put it on the table, and it was considered. We can't always ask why.
All right, it is
You
what
know
it
what
is.
I
As long
look
as
at
I
it? You
stay
know what
out.
I look at it? You know what I look at it like? Sometimes fuck the bullshit in the middle. It's about achieving the goal. If the goal is for you not to be fighting with her, I think the goal is what should be accomplished, not what's in between. Because there's certain things in between you're not gonna agree on no matter what. And there's certain things where you definitely deserve an apology. I don't know what you did to her because I haven't been watching that strong, but maybe somewhere along the line you might owe her an apology throughout. I don't know. I'm just saying.
No,
But
no.
you know what I know about you? Hold on, let me finish though, and then I got you. I know that you're a forgiving person and you're a fair person. So I know if somebody gave you time and left you alone, you'll decide what's best for you.
And I was going to leave her alone. I wasn't going to say anything about that lady because I'm again. 2 weeks go by. She acknowledged that. Yeah, you ain't said nothing in 2 weeks. Blah blah blah. But you're gonna pop something out on the 27th. So now when I do come out, it's like, oh, Sakina's still messing. It's the manipulation. I can't stand that. Don't try to manipulate me. Now I'm on the outside looking in. I see all the bullshit. Okay, mind you, y'all played it. Not you. You know, folks playing in my face for years. Hey, y'all got away with it. Time is up. Game over. Game is over. There is no more playing in my face. Ain't no more manipulating me and all this extra shit. Nah, you lying. Manipulation is nothing but fucking lies.
Yeah, but listen, we don't gotta dwell in it if it's over. I think that's what Kay's saying. I get. Listen, you have all the right to feel how you feel. I'm not even gonna tell you that you don't. I'm just looking towards the end goal, and I don't mean to like try to negate your feelings because I'm not trying to. You get me?
Yeah,
I'm
I
not trying to
understand that you're
like.
not. You're not. I totally understand where you coming from. You understand what I'm saying. Like I
Yeah,
said, all the stuff that was put, telling people that I traveled to Florida to get bam drugs, not even knowing that I went on a train. Everybody knew that except for her. You understand what I'm saying? Not
you know what
even
I'm mad
knowing.
about,
Bam didn't
Sakina?
even know that I was coming.
No, Sakina, I watched your live, but this is my thing. I didn't. I'm mad I didn't come live. I didn't jump on somebody panel earlier and just try to be like, you know what? Y'all should just end this just because. Just cause it don't. Yo,
Now let me ask you
you
this:
got a big
How do
sister
you
shit
think?
with me.
How do you think you were going to change anything when I had already asked when that shit started? When the little her side shit that she was talking, I said, listen, I don't want to be a part of that. Leave me out of it, right? No, everybody ain't nobody being left out of anything. Okay, so I'm going on my ramp. You're not going to do this to me. You're not going to tell these people all this bullshit and think I'm supposed to sit back and shut up. I asked respectfully before I got disrespectful.
No, you're right. Listen, nobody's contesting that. But this is what we're trying to say now. Is it to the point where we could just let it be and just see who starts it from here and out? Because she don't gotta participate in this panel. She already said she gonna do her spicy awards and take a break. And guess what? Some people maybe she's stubborn. And if she is, let her be. But the whole thing is the goal. The goal is you don't want to be mentioned, and they're gonna give you that. So in return, we should just drop it for a second and let's see who's really the starting point right now. Because we already know she shouldn't have did what she did to you. We could lay that out and put that as period. Nobody's denying that. And I don't know what you did to her, but maybe there's something you did to her that you shouldn't have did. Because Kay is saying in the chat that yeah, both throwing horrific things at each other. Be fair, it's cringe to watch. You know,
Mm.
I just know if I could step in and say, hey, let's dial it down, and it's respected. That's all I really want. I don't want to tell you what to say or how to say or how to feel, because I get accused of that. The whole goal for me is I don't want y'all to get to the point where y'all getting way past the YouTube level, and then on top of that, y'all getting to the point where maybe y'all might not be putting each other's kids up or information, but just talking about it is the first step. And fuck all these other influencers that try to, you know what I'm saying? It's just literally. I wish she would take accountability and just apologize to you for the stuff she lied on you about. Because I feel like if she did it in an honest, authentic way, you would say, "All right, thank you, I appreciate that," and then you could go. Everybody could go their way in a way where they don't feel like they're compromising themselves. You get
Mm.
me? Because it's all
I don't
about
want. You want to
doing
know
the right
something?
thing, but not feeling
I
compromised.
understand, and I appreciate everything you said at this point. Right? I don't want her apology. I don't. Only thing I'm going on where I'm at now, all the things like whatever I have receipts on, the trip to Florida, the thing with Faith, I'm not playing no fucking 5 hour live. So I put all that shit on my community wall post. Y'all go watch that shit yourself, okay? That's put out because I was going to go live and do,
No, I know,
but I'm
I
not
know.
because of the simple fact. Again, I've been wanted to stop. I've been wanted the energy to go away. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a fighter. Where I come from, we never ran from fight. I ran from them. We ran to those motherfuckers. I am a fighter. I'm a stand my ground. I'm not. I have that short people complex. I'm not letting nobody sit me down. But now, like I said, long as she ain't
Nobody's
know
saying you
nothing
ain't do
about
your
me.
thing. Listen, nobody out here saying you got punked, and nobody ain't saying you ain't do your thing. Do you know what it is? I think I just think it's the right thing to do. Fuck it. I think me saying what I'm saying to you is just the right thing. That's all. That's
I
all.
appreciate it. I appreciate it
And
because
guess
then
what?
when I see comments from other people, oh, I'll be glad when that bitch bust her brain. I hope that bitch have a heart attack from all that yelling. So I know that at the end of the day, other people want to see harm come to me, and that's how I feel. That Tawanda, if you know I got all these mental issues and all these other shits, why are you doing what you are doing? But basically, be the fucking main
No,
shit. You
listen.
can't. Come on.
Let me get. Can I change it for you?
I'm
It should be
good. When
this.
I seen
It
certain
should be
shit
this.
like
Look, look,
that,
look, look. If you was my friend, right? Even if we're not friends right now, you should still want the best for me. Because at one point we were friends. That's what it really should be. Even if we not friends right now, you should want the best for me because why would you want me to be worse than what you thought I was?
the
We
same
should
reason
want the
why you
best for
wanted
each
me,
other.
the same reason I understand. Listen, and like you said, I'm a fair person, right? At this
You are.
point of time, all that fairness, all that other stuff, that stuff went out the window. I don't want to hope for the best. I don't want to wish for anything. Just let her get the fuck on.
No, I get it, but just I just don't
I
want
don't
you
want
to
to have no, because you
I
already
feel like
know the
nah, I
Stockholm
get you don't
syndrome.
want an
Let's talk about
apology.
that.
Wait. Let me say the thing with the apology. I'm gonna tell you what it does for me. When it's real, when it's real and authentic, it helps me let go of whatever animosity I had towards that person. When
I
it's
can.
real and authentic.
I don't need the apology to let go of the animosity. I can pray on that. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I can always pray on that. And guess what? Anything that's not meant for me like that, God is already going to remove it from me. Allah going to take that from me. But where I was standing at, I'm going to stand my ground. I'm not going to let nobody feel as though that they're going to do this or I'm standing my ground, 10 toes down. That's the bottom. I don't want her apology. She can keep it.
What if she, well, you're right. You know what? I can't tell you how to feel.
I think it's just best that we don't say anything about each other. The apology, what is an apology?
No,
Apology
no, 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 no,
is
no. I
supposed
just
to
That was
exactly.
John's opinion because that's what works for John. I'm gonna keep it real. I keep it real.
Mhm.
Even if I don't like you, even if I don't like somebody, whoever comes to me authentically and real, I will have a real conversation with them and it will be real. But when you try to
But John,
play, I don't.
you like you said, you said it yourself a few minutes ago. Well, you are fair, and I know, like, after a few days you'll go and you'll think, and you're letting me know that you recognize that, like, okay, what's a king? I know you probably be off the handle, but within the next couple of days, you probably done melted down, thought about it, this, that, and the third, and okay, bye, bye, bye. For me, like like I said on my panel, I said when John put that stuff out there about that Stockholm syndrome, it hit home. So therefore, I started working on things, right? Working
And you
on not
changed
going back
since then.
to my abusers, working on not going back to people who want to downgrade me, working on not going back to people who want to see me at the lowest of my low in my life. So you helped me by putting that out there, right? And I
But
took it
guess
and I
what?
ran with it.
But that's what it. Listen, I swear on my son. Let my son drop dead right now. That's what it was meant for. It wasn't meant to kill you. It was meant to build you. And people
And it
didn't see
did.
that at the time. And guess what? And the only reason I thought it would work for you because there's certain times you say things I could relate to it so well. And
Hmm.
I know my mom is different. My mom would have told me some shit like that. Like, yo, you got Stockholm. My mom would have said, you wasn't born at the hip with nobody. You wasn't a twin. That's what she would tell
Hmm.
me. So that's how she would say it to me. And shit, I know different strokes for different folks. So people take. Like I would have understood it if somebody would have threw it at me. I wouldn't have took offense to it, but you got to be in the right mind state for that. And the fact
I
that it
didn't take
changed
offense
you,
to it. I did it.
no,
I didn't take
but
offense to it.
the fact that it made you stronger and you feel better and you feel more confident, I'm so glad because that's what it was supposed to do.
I
I swear to
appreciate
God.
you for it. Because again, at first I didn't know who it was for. You was like, oh, a lot of people around here got Stockholm syndrome. And that was one of them things that stopped me in my track, right? Because
But
I
you know what
told
I
y'all
said though?
before.
Me too.
Hmm?
People forgot the part that when I said it, even when I went live, I said me too. I'm guilty of it too. Like motherfuckers
Okay.
think I wasn't guilty of it. I was guilty of it. But you gotta understand, everybody guilty of it on on whatever level they're
On a
guilty of
different
it on.
level.
Yeah. So it's
On a
like,
different level.
and then on something else, I might be the worst. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, that's all.
Didn't, like I said, I didn't take it badly. I took it, I ran with it, and I utilized it. Okay, what are you going to do to stop going back to this comfortability? What are you going to do to stop going back to these niggas that abused you and did this to you or
You just
have
gotta
people back?
notice
What are
it
you going to
first.
do?
Just
Hmm?
gotta notice the first step is just noticing it. And some people can't even see it. So
Yeah, I
until you
did.
can
And guess
notice
what?
it, yeah, that's how you
So when
start
a
acting accordingly. You noticed it and then you knew how to change. You knew how to act afterwards.
exactly,
You just had to see it.
I don't want to go back to comfortability of old behaviors. With you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So again, when it was said, I utilized it. When when she's out here telling them, oh yeah, you went back to him, bitch, prove it, okay? Because I'm a work in progress, and one thing I did not do was look back. I ain't go back to that town. I got mad friends out there. What I'm going back to? What am I
What up,
going back
Scorpio
to?
Mama? What's good, Scorpio Mama? Yo, another thing is, yo, let me tell you I said my opinion about the shit with you know that video you made where you typed it in and stuff? Gave my opinion on that.
What?
You you ready for it? You might not like it though. Alright.
What on what video?
On the remember you said that you showed her the troll account and the troll name came up and whatever you were saying the other day.
Oh yeah, when I was typing that.
Yeah. Can I explain that? Is it possible that a year ago when that troll you never tag? Do you ever remember tagging that troll ever?
I did it. No, I did it. I didn't even know
Because
that existed.
all right. I didn't know that. See, my theory was, is it possible that Sakina tagged that troll a year ago and she forgot, and now when she typed it
Mm-mm.
in, eventually it popped up? Because my whole
No,
thing is when I type people in off the rip, the people I normally tag pop up, and then when you keep typing, I guess it filters out the rest.
no. When you see the video, when you'll see me typing out each individual
Yeah,
letter and number.
but how does that relate to her though? That's the part.
She's the one who
Was it the
she's the one
hippo?
who
Was
tagged
it the
it.
picture of the hippo that made you think it
She's
was
the
her?
no. That's not how it happened. Again, when she first tagged all those my accounts or whatever, the one at the bottom, I said, well, who the hell is this? Where did this come from? So I clicked on it before I went live or anything like that. I had clicked on it. When I clicked on it and I saw that it was in the same sequence as the one that was trolling with my daughter like 3 weeks ago, and I wasn't sure whether the baby troll had E's in it or threes in it. I at that time I really wasn't sure. But so when I went there, I had went on a live, I'm going off, I'm showing them, and when I typed it in, each individual, because there was no way for me to add it, and that had came up. You had to type more stuff
No,
manually.
I
You
get it.
understand
I
what I'm
get
saying?
it. I'm with you, but how does that equivalent to her being that troll though?
Because it popped up. That baby troll popped up under there with the one with the hippo.
But did she have anything with a hippo, or did she ever post anything with a hippo?
Did she have a post with a hippo?
Yeah, or ever use
She
that picture
tagged
that was
it.
in the icon
No,
picture?
I don't know,
Yeah,
John. That part I can't.
but that I'm gonna keep it real with you. You my homie. Does that mean anything though?
Does it mean what?
What does that mean though? That doesn't
Her
mean she the
tagging
baby
it
troll.
for me. For me, when
Yeah,
she tagged it, ain't nobody ever see that account out here. Nobody
but you
saw the
said you had to fully
Sakina.
type it.
You had to fully type it.
All right,
You
so
had
it
to
popped up
fully
if you
type it.
fully typed it. If you
Huh?
fully typed it, if you fully type something, it's gonna pop up.
That's how I was able to get it, John. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but how do you make the connection with her? Because she wrote about it the day
Cause
before.
she was tagging my channels. She was
Maybe because
tagging
she,
my channels.
maybe because she did she tag your channel with the troll?
That's a troll account.
But how does
That
it
one with the
equivalent to
Zippo.
her? But how do you make it out to be her though? That's what I'm trying to understand.
What do you mean? How do I? Because she tagged. She tagged the account. If you go over there and you look on her page, you'll see what I'm talking about.
No, I
I
did go to
didn't
her
know
page
anything
to
about that.
see, but this is what I'm saying. It doesn't make her that troll though.
Which role?
The troll that you typed out, the one that she tagged, that doesn't make her that troll.
In my eyes, I'ma say this: she was the only one who knew about that account. It only had one subscriber.
Yeah, but on the left side, sometimes YouTube, on the left side, not the
She said
subscription
it.
side.
No, no, John. She said it.
What did she
She
say?
said that. She said that she knew that it was a troll account and she tagged it to fuck with me.
Yeah, but you don't know how she found that account. It could have popped up randomly on the left. Like
That's not how it happened.
accounts.
She said
I
that
have
that
old
troll
accounts.
account.
Hold on. I have old
Oh my
accounts from
God.
4 years ago. No, I don't want to argue
Huh?
with you. I'm just explaining you something. I have old troll accounts from like Black Rosebud days, right? They will
Mm-hmm.
pop up on the left side. If I just keep scrolling like once every 3 months. Like I'm just saying, how you know they didn't see it like that, or they kept typing your name, those videos came in the algorithm or whatever.
There wasn't no
It could be
videos.
all
That
sorts of
wasn't a
things.
video. It wasn't a video. Because when we
But
did it first, listen to what I'm saying to you. Because I made a video while I was recording doing it. You just can't type Sakina. That's not, you just can't type it and it's going to pop up. You have to type all the other, you get to the fourth one, okay, which is a 3. When that came up, when I put that 3 in there, that's when it came up and that baby troll comes up
all right,
underneath
but
it.
how do you know that she typed it all the way in?
How do I know that she said she was already subscribed to it?
All right, so all she had to do was look for it.
Huh?
Then all she had to do was look for it. Then
So she already knew about it.
yeah, she said that.
Exactly. So that was my point exactly. Where did this account come from?
I
She
don't know.
tried to say
It
when
came
we
up
were
a year
troll
ago.
busting, because she put it on her community wall post. She said when me and John were troll busting, blah blah blah. No, she got caught up because that shit was from last year. You and her were not troll busting last year.
Yeah, but there's my thing. Anybody can have it wrong. It doesn't make them that troll. I get it for you, it's a coincidence or whatever, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying I'm
that's
not
too
in
much
it,
of a
right?
coincidence. That's
From
too
the
much. When my
outside
daughter
looking
got
in,
trolled, like I said, when my daughter got
like
trolled, listen to what I'm
yeah, but
saying with
what if I
Zakia.
use that? I heard you say it on the other panel, but what if I use that against you? The same logic that you use, and do you think I would be
Then
valid?
that's your logic. That's your thing. I can't, just like you said, I can't change your opinion. I can't do
Yeah,
none of that. Okay. When my daughter got trolled 3 weeks ago, I didn't make a fuss about it. I didn't make a video. Who said something about it was KPR. Then at first I blamed it on 2300. She said, "Oh no, that got Tawanda all over it." When Tawanda tagged that shit the other day, I went back and I saw blah blah blah, the shit with Zakia, the same. It's written the same way. So what am I not? You tag this with the same shit in it. I don't know nothing
yo,
about that. You can't blame
read,
that on me.
read the back chat. Don't read it out loud. We talk about that one day. I don't want to bring that. I don't want to make that a topic, but I'm just that's
Okay.
my opinion strongly. I just don't want you to, yeah. But yeah, listen, I don't even want you have your opinion. I just try to tell you, I don't think that's that. I would have told my friend that. You know what I'm saying? You my friend. You don't have to believe me, but I don't think that's enough to like. Cause yo, if it was her, it was her. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
It
she
is
said
what it
it.
is.
She said it. She said it on Lovely Panel. She admitted to it twice. She
I
says, and
heard
what
you
the fuck
say
you
that,
gonna do?
but
She
I
said,
played
and
it
what the
back,
fuck
and
you
I
gonna
didn't.
do about it?
Yeah, but
I said,
that wasn't real. That was her just being thing.
I'm not taking it like that.
That
I'm
wasn't
not
to me.
taking it
That
like that because
wasn't.
I asked her. She said, "It's me. What the fuck you gonna do about it?" I said, I just wanted the people to know that it was you.
Yeah, no, I got you. I think that it's not sarcastic, but I think she was being thing. But I don't
Well,
think
she
she was
shouldn't
being
have been.
serious.
That wasn't the time to be. That wasn't the time to be like that.
Yeah, bro. Listen, when I was beefing with her, I thought she was any sort of baby troll. That been the first. I'm like, man, shit. I don't respect whoever did that, and I be itching to find out who it is, so I could be the first one.
The
Cause they
one with the
caused me
hippo,
grief
I
for
don't
that
care
shit.
about. Like the one with
No,
the
I'm just
hippo,
saying,
like I said,
any of
I
them,
don't care about. That
any of
baby
them. I'm
troll
talking
had
about
that
all of
baby's
them.
face on there with my name.
Anyone that want to be an imitation or a copycat killer, yeah, all getting blamed because it's like it's just not cool to continue to try. Period. But look,
Well, it
I'm not
shouldn't
gonna
have
try to
popped up,
convince
and
you no more.
it shouldn't have popped
Just
up,
that
and I
one
wouldn't have
thing.
known that it was
Yeah,
there. I'm glad that I
I
was
just
on
don't feel
the
like
video.
I just don't feel like that connects to her. But that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Uh,
It is what it is,
I,
bro. You can I just saying you my homie. I say that don't conflate for me. Like that's not. And I think if you did a poll, I think they would tell you the same thing. I'd be like, yo, we hear you. It sounds like something. And if I was mad at her, I would probably feel the same way you feel. But it's just like when you look at it from the middle, that's not enough to actually connect it. You know, that's all.
well, that's not enough for you to connect it. But like I said, when she did that yesterday, whatever fucking day she did it, and I went to go look at certain shit, it's too much of a coincidence.
I
And
got you. No, I got you. I got you.
three coincidences is just not happening like that.
Listen, you know when somebody says I hear you, because it's like I see where you coming from. I see where you coming from. I just don't agree. I definitely it's better than being made up. I definitely see how you got to that point, and it's kind of logical. But when it comes to the thing, we don't understand how that works. So being that we don't understand how that works,
How
the
what work?
the
How what work?
the community will tag thing, nobody really understands how that works.
Well, I'll tell you this. Yes, you do when you at somebody. You at
I
people,
got
don't you?
Yeah, and there's people that I don't know there, and there's people that I do know there. This shit is so fritz. There's no sense to
Okay.
it for me.
This is what I'm gonna ask you to do after we get off this live, right? I'm gonna ask
Hmm.
you to go to your community wall post, right? And you at that. And you see when you get to that third,
So type
when
it
you
to
get to
me.
the number,
Send it to me. Send it to me, and I'm gonna type
I'm
it.
gonna send it to you.
And I do it right when I get off. This is the first thing I'm gonna do.
Okay, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but
You're
even if
gonna
I
see
type it,
exactly.
what if I type in 2 words and it comes up?
It's not going to come up like that.
But what
Other
if it
people
did?
already tried. No, John. Other people already tried it.
And if I have to type it out, what does that mean though? I have
You're
to
gonna
type
have
it
to
out.
type
That
the
makes
whole
sense.
thing out. You're gonna have to type the whole thing out for it to pop up.
So you're saying that she had to know it to type the whole thing out,
She
but
said
you
she
said she
was
was already
subscribed to
subscribed
it,
to it.
John.
So all you have to do is click your subscriptions and go to it.
I'm not subscribed to it. She said she was subscribed to it. She
And you
said
don't know.
that, huh?
Listen, I don't want to be her. I don't want to be her lawyer. It sounds like I'm gonna be her lawyer, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, yeah, because you probably didn't hear Lovely live. It's things
No,
that
I
Tawanda
did. I
said.
did. I
Okay.
did. I watched that
Well, she
live. I
said
watched
she
it live. I
subscribed to
watched
it.
a couple people live. Yeah, I heard that, but I don't know when she said she subscribed to it.
You what?
I don't know when she said she subscribed to it. That's what I'm trying to say.
She said she subscribed to it. She knew it was a troll account
But I said
when she
when, but we
tagged
don't
it.
know when she subscribed. We don't know when she
I
subscribed.
don't care when she subscribed to it. The fact that she knew, I don't know about that. She didn't try to blame me like, oh, they tried Sakina and they'll try to set me up and set you up how? I didn't tag that shit. I only followed where it was taking me at. That's it.
Well, look, send it to me. I'm gonna type it, and we're gonna see what's what. But I feel like if I have to type the whole thing in and it pops up, then that don't really mean nothing to me. It's only
She
telling me that
knew
you're
it. She
saying
knew.
that she
Listen,
already
what
knew
it
it.
means to me is she knew.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm getting from what you're saying. That she knew.
She knew what she was
I
doing
got,
because she said it.
I got you.
She
I'm
knew.
with you. I'm with you. I'm
So
with you. I
it is
understand
what
what
it
you're
is.
saying.
My thing, like she said, I didn't do it by accident. I didn't do it
No,
by mistake.
I just don't want to be her lawyer neither. But also in the beginning, if you watch my live from the beginning to now, you're gonna see that it's gonna also look like I defended you most of the live before you even came up. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was just telling my side of what I see before you even came up, but it basically aligns with what you were saying. But I said, except for that part, I don't think she's that or the baby troll. But you never know. You never know. I could be
Okay,
wrong. I'm
that's
not
why I
saying
said
I'm
I'm
right.
not. For me, I'm not taking my boot off. I got my Timbs on. Okay, I'm not
Listen,
taking
you're
my boot
supposed
off.
to.
But
You're supposed to. It's your kid. It's about you. It has to do with you. Of course, you're gonna pay attention to it. That's only logical.
like she said, yeah, she is. And what the fuck am I going to do? And like I appreciate
Look,
her finally telling the motherfucking community. She
yeah,
can't go back on that. She can't, whether it's sarcasm, she can't go back on that. I'm not admitting to anything that I didn't do.
yeah. Well,
And like
look.
I said, when I first found it and I put it up there, Tawanda, I mean, excuse me for saying that. I mean, she deflected from the whole thing. She put an upload up. She did this. She did that. Not one time to no, that's not me. Are you crazy? Are you on them hardcore drugs? Or have you had a whole pint of apple juice? None of that. It was straight deflection.
Well,
So
look.
actions speak
You
louder.
know,
My thing is this. I'm an old school. Actions speak louder than words.
I get you.
We know how long. Let me ask you this. We know how long it
Mm.
take to make an upload, right? She made a 21-minute upload in something seconds. You can make a community wall post faster than what an upload is going to come. So during the process of that upload, now one time, no, I'm not that baby troll. I told y'all Sakina was on drugs. She going crazy. Anything. She never acknowledged it. She did an upload, shared something, and then said something like 2 hours later. You knew that I was talking about you being some type of troll because you shared me out before your upload. I'm not playing. I'm not skipping no beat, and that's how I feel. Nah, bro, that ain't going nowhere. Nah,
Listen,
I'm
listen.
okay.
You know,
I just
listen.
like you said, stop talking about it because I'm
I'm
about to
not.
get
I'm
that
not
one.
trying. I'm not trying to
Just like
change
you
how you
said, stop
feel.
talking about it.
You
I stop
listen.
talking about it.
You,
But I'm
you
gonna
know
believe
when
what
me
I
and you
believe.
talk. When me and you talk, you let me tell my side. You tell your side, and whether we agree or not, we leave it right there. It don't matter.
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
where
we
I'm at
both do
with
our part.
you. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
agree
yeah.
with you. I'm gonna leave it where it's at. I'm walking away. I just leave. Listen, all that extra. I'm walking away. You understand? But all that extra shit, if it's sneaky shit, like I said, I got screenshots from 2 months ago of stuff that she did. So it's not things that y'all are seeing. It's not things that y'all know about. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't put the receipts out yet. I can walk away humbly. I don't have no fetish for no woman. So I don't give a fuck about a pussy. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, look. Watch the beginning of my lives. It's good.
Okay. Thank
All
you for
right, and
having me
send
up
me.
here. I'm about to go
As a
listen, but
matter of
I'm gonna
fact,
send you that link.
you don't even gotta study it because you know what I believe what I believe and you believe what you believe.
Yeah.
I'm not even. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just
Don't.
if we're gonna
And
end it,
you ain't
let's end it.
gotta.
There's no point in even looking at it. Yeah.
I understand. I appreciate that. You have a nice evening, though.
Now you already know. I'm gonna try to come up here with some content soon, so hopefully I do that.
Okay.
All right, easy.
All right.
I appreciate everybody showing love. Hit the like button if I did something good for once. Um, I try to do good in John's way, the way John do, without compromising me. I'll try to be as fair as possible. You know, the fucker better give the soul to God. 'Cause I don't know what y'all talking about. Oh, your ex? You better stop playing Scorpio Mama on the market. All right, y'all. Look, y'all had a good night. I had good intentions. Hopefully, it worked out for the best tomorrow and moving forward. Peace and love, etc.